Welcome back, Pierce. Clearly, George is too upset to show his face today after a loss against Arsenal.
Or he's still asleep because it was that much of a boring game.
But I'll probably want to kick off with Carabao Cup. The Cooley's already got a smile on. I think Man U fans are more happy than Newcastle fans.
Mate, uh, it's glorious. It's glorious. And not only that, you were absolutely beaten
Yeah, yeah,
by the better. On the day, they were the better side.
they were definitely. I agree.
So the last, quadruple first, and Plymouth got rid of that. Treble, PSG, double, Newcastle. So now we just need Arsenal. Liverpool. I think the worrying thing for Liverpool is the way you're playing at the moment. I know you've only lost one game in the league, but you're not playing great. And when you've got to bring Darwin Núñez on for goals, that says something. So I don't know. A couple of results go against you, a couple of
I think
draws.
you're getting overexcited. You're getting
Let
overexcited.
me enjoy it. The
They
next league
play
game isn't for a couple of weeks. Let me just enjoy it with that hope.
Could he's done all the calculations like if you draw here and they
Arsenal.
win and imagine there's only three games. I think we play you with two game or on the third last game, and he was like, imagine if it's only 5 points left in it and Arsenal were. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
we'd need you to absolutely capitulate, like lose 3 or 4 games. Like it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna
Wouldn't
happen.
it be glorious though?
Oh,
Oh
it's
my
fucking
God, it'd be
brilliant. But
amazing.
I think you boys played midweek, didn't you? And like, had a tough game, and then had to get yourself up for a final. I think you did look leggy, and Newcastle
oh
were bang on.
yeah, the
I,
Newcastle
I,
came out guns blazing.
I
Um,
was rooting for, I was rooting for Liverpool because Newcastle fans give me the because they think they're a massive club and they really like they're not good winners. Do you know what I mean? They're not.
How do you know that? They've never won, like in our lifetime.
They've beaten us a few times recently, and they're just annoying and a bit of a bogey team about us.
but you know what?
No,
The way they celebrated and correct to miss. I mean, like I said, Cully, it's been 70 years, right? Um,
I think it's good for football that somebody else wins it.
Alan Shearer's probably still hungover, but it's
Has anybody checked on Gaza? Jesus. Uh, no, I think it's great for football that Newcastle won it. And for once, let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's a cup that Birmingham won and all these Middlesbrough, I think, won and all that. But Newcastle is the first team that this could be the start of something. It's not I mean, it could just be a one-off, but it could be the start of something. They're building a good
what
team
for
there, and
Newcastle?
what they
Newcastle. And
think.
if they get
Mate, they were in
to
the
Champions
Champions League
League,
the other year, and they didn't build from there. I don't know.
nah, if they get into Champions League as well and hang on to their players, they can build on it. I mean,
No, but
they've
listen, what's
got
going to
a
happen is
good 11.
Arsenal play them on the 18th of May. We're going to beat them, which means that they don't get Champions League football, and then we're going to buy Isaac off them because he deserves to be in the Champions League. And we'll
Apparently,
keep.
Liverpool have started chatting to him because Darwin Núñez is keen on Saudi
Oh wow, wow, fair enough.
He's
from
coming Arsenal,
from
mate. He's coming
from
Arsenal.
who? Darwin? Oh, that'd be a pair. You'd play him in
No, Isaac.
midfield, wouldn't you?
Isaac's coming Arsenal. He's built for us. See, he's built for Arsenal. It's too good of a fit to not happen.
Yeah, but like I said, if Newcastle get Champions League, he's not going to come, right?
Well, then they're not obliged to sell, right? He won't push for a move, maybe,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
might
Yeah,
have.
that's the point
I'm
I'm making.
I'm going to touch
Well,
on
we can stop that from happening. That's my point. 18th of May.
yeah, yeah, but I'm going to touch on Man City dropping points again.
Glorious.
Yeah, and will they drop out of the top four?
Well, they
Well,
dropped out now, haven't
well,
they?
they have, yeah, but will they actually finish top four? It's
Well, what's
tough.
It's between them
interesting?
and Chelsea, isn't it? I think.
Well, I mean, we say that, but we've just been talking about Newcastle. The Chelsea, City, Newcastle, Brighton, there's 2 points between them, right? So
Mm.
every week, as it stands, there could be a different team in the top four out of those four. and then you've got Villa and Fulham only 2 points behind that. So it's still up for grabs. Like it's anybody's. You would expect City with their experience to pull through,
Yeah. It's almost
but
as exciting as that, like Spurs, West Ham, United, Everton, all on the same sort of points. You know what I mean? That who can get out of the
Who can
bottom half?
who can finish on the bottom of the top
Who
half
can
of the
finish?
table?
Who can finish 13th? Do you know what I mean? Like that's quite exciting as well.
But,
We'll see how
well,
that goes.
I guess they're going to try and push to get 11th place because 11th place you might get into Europe. Yeah, depending on
well,
who wins Champions
Okay,
League.
what if like
It's
Arsenal and Villa?
if Villa win the Champions
if
League,
Villa
If
win the
Villa win the
Champions
Champions
League,
League and
if
United win the Europa League, I mean, to be fair, United or Spurs should win the Europa League because it is a diluted, watered down version this time round. There's no Champions League clubs falling down into it.
do you know what? I'm going to come on to that. Tottenham lost 2-0 away to
I
Fulham.
know.
What is going
Very.
on at Tottenham?
hey, let's give Fulham credit first of all. They've been a good side this year. They're a decent side. On their day, they can beat almost anyone.
Yeah.
But Spurs,
Beating Spurs isn't saying much these days. They've lost 15 games this season.
Yeah,
15
league games. That is mad.
more than half, right?
yeah. Do you know what? It's lucky they're not in that relegation battle because you look and you're like, would they
I
make
think it's
that?
going to be the lowest total of points for the bottom three
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
added
yeah.
together.
Yeah.
And Southampton are still 2 points off Derby's record.
Hmm.
And the way Southampton, Leicester haven't won it's just they're losing every single game. Ipswich is, I mean, they're down. Wolves have now, good old Wolves have done enough. They've
Yeah, there's
Cunha,
enough of a gap there, isn't there?
Wolves have got enough quality individuals to which they have to pull themselves out, right? It'd be a disaster for them now.
Yeah,
Nine
I
points
reckon
clear.
the bottom three are the bottom three.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're going
And
down.
that's
They're
pretty
going
much
down.
done.
But I think Spurs, if they go out of the Europa League and just gone, and I don't know if you saw Pochettino
With yeah,
proper
yeah.
throwing Anja under the bus, going, "Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'd love to. Yeah, yeah. If you want me back." So
Vultures are
lucky.
circling. The vultures are circling.
I
But
know.
even do you know who else? Mourinho. Mourinho would be like, yeah, all right then, I'll come back.
No, that Mourinho did not have a good time. I know it always gets bitter and fucking toxic with Mourinho season 3, but I think he actually despises Tottenham. He's got. I think he even said, "I've got a really intense bond with every club I've ever
Except for
managed except
Spurs.
Tottenham." I think he said something like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
What,
Yeah.
even Man United?
Yeah.
Even Man United, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Well, he's got to keep it sweet in United just in case City lose their title. Then he'll want his
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
win bonus, won't he?
He's already said it,
But
right?
he
I want
he
my
would count that as well. Do you
yeah,
know what I mean? He would count that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He will edit his own Wikipedia page and add that.
yeah. And yeah, coming on to Arsenal Chelsea, like I said, boring game,
Yeah,
grinded
bad
out
game.
1-0.
I think it's just a reflection of the last two games for Arsenal. I genuinely think it's a reflection of who they're playing. They played United and Chelsea. Chelsea don't know whether they're coming or going. United are going, but they've been. It's just two shit team. And Chelsea without Palmer, they look clueless,
Mhm.
right? We're talking about, George is always defending them and all this, but they're actually pretty one-dimensional if you think about it.
Yeah, I was there and I was watching Pedro Neto. What a weird quirk of the game, actually. Yeah, I've probably got this wrong, but I can't remember a time in the last 10 years I've been going, every home game, we always shoot into the clock end first half, North Bank second half. And this game, we didn't. We we shot the other way round, like first half. Weird, I don't know why. But anyway, on the second half, Chelsea were attacking the clock end, and Neto was standing there as their false nine, and I watched him. He was like, guys, it's just going like that. Horseshoe, horseshoe, left to right, left to right, left to right. Someone fucking play me in. Like he was having a word with everyone because it was just We let Chelsea have the ball for quite big spells, like 10, 15 minutes, where Chelsea had the majority of the ball and did nothing with it. We just sat in our shape and we just watched them. And they just went back and
But
back
this
and
is a
forth.
stage of the
And
season
a shot
where
on goal.
nothing else matters other than results, right? You got the result.
Yeah, I
It,
don't know. I think football's, but our football's kind of got a bit like that. I'm reading a book at the minute called How to Win the Premier League, and I know, yeah, go on, yeah, actually, it's good. Get Arteta a copy. But it's about it's you're killing. You'd like it because it's the head of like data at Liverpool wrote this book, and he
Okay.
goes into like transfers and how they scout players and all that sort of stuff and the data analytics. But they go so granular with the game now, and you can see it that they'll look at like the percentage chances increase of scoring a goal on every pass. So it's like the players are coached to play the odds in every scenario. If you've got the ball here, you must move there, then pass there, because it increases the odds of scoring a goal for the team
But
by.
this is what I mean. It's all this data and analysis now is there, right? To be
it's
able
robbed us of the art players,
manage.
right? The
And
Mavericks.
Yeah, you
the
might as
but
well just get some Tesla robots and let them fucking thrash the game out. Do you know what I mean? Like it's
the one thing I'm gonna say, what's happened
Nah, you can't have Tesla robots.
what's happened
It'd be
to
all right wingers.
what's happened to scoring from corners?
that was actually quite good, Kelly. I'll give you that.
What's happened to
Topical.
scoring from corners?
No, well,
Pass it
yeah,
over there.
yeah, they are. It's just it is. You don't have that. Like I don't feel like there's any players in the league nowadays like Luis Suarez that are just pinging volleys from 30 yards because they're playing the odds. The chances of scoring a goal from 30 yards is like 1%. So the players are coached to like, no, you go left to right, wait for a gap, play someone in, even if it takes, 10, 15 minutes of moving them around, because that increases our odds of 60% to,
Yeah. What's
it's so vandalised and they're over.
now that you're pretty much out of the title race, what's the atmosphere? What was the atmosphere like at?
It wasn't all that, to be honest. It wasn't all that. It was a little bit flat. I think Arsenal fans in the ground are quite fickle. Like, the first season we sort of challenged, and no one really expected us to, because
Yeah.
we were fifth the season before, and then all of a sudden we were second, and we were pushing City. It took everyone by surprise. So everyone was just buzzing every time we won. The place was going mad. Like every goal was really celebrated. Every time we went behind, the team, the fans really backed the team. And then after one season of that, the next season it'd be 0-0 after 20 minutes, and already the entitlement was there. Like, where's the fucking? Why aren't we 3-0 up? What's going on? Do you know what I mean?
This is actually I noticed this with United as well back back when we were doing all right, and I stand by it. Strange comment, but fan wise, the best season I remember having was Moyes, right? Like fan wise, just backing the team because the fans would like really trying to make the difference with him because we were so crap with him. They were trying to push it, but under Fergie, it became a library, right? Because you're waiting for them to score, so you'll applaud. Like they expect exactly what you're saying. The expectations there. Whereas that first season at Arsenal, it's like it's a surprise and it's a different joy. Now you're saying your expectations are entitled or whatever you want to call.
But
You expect the fans
and
already expect to be winning,
yeah,
and it changes
it's
it.
gonna be like that for Liverpool, right? We've never expected to run for the
So
title. It's
yeah,
always going to
you'll
be
win the league. You'll win the league this season, and next season, Anfield will be like, "Where's my trophy? Where's
yeah,
my
yeah,
Champions
yeah,
League?"
yeah, exactly. And if we don't get a trophy, it's all pressure on the manager. Well, you did it in your first season, and like I said, we haven't been great, but we're grinding out those results. And Man
You say
City are
you
a
haven't
big
been
club.
great, but you've only lost one game in the league.
I know, but we haven't played well in a lot
You
of
haven't
games.
had to,
But
right? And I think that's why, in all fairness, that's why you suffered in Champions League because you
but
haven't
also,
had to play well. You
fully,
haven't had the competition.
you've got to look at the people behind us. And you've got Arsenal who are dropping points, Man City who just aren't there anymore, Chelsea who are up and down, Man United are Man United still, and it's at Nottingham Forest. We keep saying, oh yeah, they're there, but anyway,
No,
obviously they're not going to win the league. But
my point is
there's no
you
one
haven't
there.
had to, even the opposition that you are playing. everyone criticizes the French league for being a farmers league. It's been a bit of a farmers league this season. Like you've been pretty clear all the way through. So you haven't had to go up that extra level. So then all of a sudden against PSG, I genuinely think this, it's because you haven't had the competition this year. You
Mm.
just haven't had to go that
No,
extra
yeah,
level.
no, you haven't been pushed really. Like
No,
we haven't put on enough pressure. We've let you sort of win it at a
like,
canter.
I'm on about everyone. I'm not just pointing the finger at Arsenal.
Yeah,
I'm on
no, I
about
know,
everyone.
but well, City have obviously a massive drop off, but no one's pushed Liverpool.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
they're
yeah.
the outlier. Whereas last couple of seasons it was really Arsenal and City, and then the rest. This season it's Liverpool, then the rest, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't
okay.
worry. We'll see Pep's genius after another
That's all right.
250 million.
Yeah,
If we win
Next
the
year.
league, we can finally celebrate on the streets. No more COVID. We hope.
Well, benefits have gone, so I don't know what you guys got to celebrate. Champions League's gone,
On
League
that
Cup's
note,
gone.
thank you very much.